and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be talking about a brand new foundation for me that is really beautiful and along our lines of green, clean, healthy week. So I can't wait to introduce you to it. It also is a dupe for one of my favorite foundations. So before we get going, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. All right, loves, so we're talking today about this Quinoa Water Foundation by, it's Ere Perez. Is it Ere Perez? Totally butchered that. So sorry. But it is something that the Detox Market had sent to me. Thank you so much to Detox Market. We are partnering together on Green Clean Healthy Weeks. Again, it's not a sponsored thing. They just have been kind enough to send me some stuff that I have requested. So if you don't know who Detox Market is, I'll put it below. They're a fantastic website that's going to help you navigate the green, natural, more organic, clean beauty products in general. So this foundation is basically, in my opinion, a healthy dupe for one of my favorite foundations, which is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. I have been wearing that for years, and it also lives in my kit. I've also been wearing this often for the past few weeks since I've gotten it, and really enjoyed it. But let's talk about who this is good for, how to apply, and why I think it's so much like the Makeup Forever one. All right, so first of all, this foundation is, let's see here, on the Detox Market website. It is $32, so not too bad. The ingredients look really good, to be honest with you. There are hardly any ingredients in here. There is no silicone in this ingredient list. There's also no harsh chemicals, as well as no harsh alcohols. There is citric acid. That's the only thing that I think, but it's towards the end of the ingredient list, that could be a little sensitizing to more sensitive skin types. But I don't think it's anything to be concerned with. This product is also cruelty-free, and it has silica in it, which is fantastic because it does absorb oil. So this is a water-based vegan formula, which is super great. They do have, unfortunately, you're going to see a lot with brands like this, is that they're a new brand, they're a baby brand, so their color selection is not great, but this is a lightweight foundation, and they do have a beautiful tone for people that are of medium or deeper skin tones, that it's really beautiful and rich. It's enhanced with quinoa, which will actually help heal inflammation and increase elasticity. So it has skincare properties in this foundation, which I think we all adore. Black currant also is in here, and it's added for antioxidants and vitamins, so we know what antioxidants do. These ingredients, the quinoa, the black currant, they also rejuvenate while helping to reduce redness, pigmentation, fine lines, like we said, skincare. It glides on, it's buildable, it melts into the skin, and all around goodness. I've really been enjoying this foundation. I like the brand, is really speaks to me. So what I did was I got the color Haze, and it is probably a perfect match. It is a water, like I said, water-based foundation, so it is watery. It is very similar to the Makeup Forever one. So if you're looking to switch from the Makeup Forever Water Blend to something a little bit more on the natural side of things, this might be your girl. So it comes in a dropper, which I wish it came in a different format because it can be a little bit messy, but I understand why they did it. So when I put it in my hand, I just take a couple of drops. It's very similar to how I apply the Makeup Forever Water Blend. I have no primer on my skin. I prefer to apply this foundation with my hands. It goes on much more smoothly. I will say that when I applied this foundation and I had not dermaflashed, which is getting rid of the vellus hair on my skin, this did sit on top of that hair. But much like every other foundation I try, it will sit on top of that vellus hair. Now, the reason why I think it's the most incredible dupe for the Makeup Forever one is because of the consistency. And by the way, it has no real smell to it at all. It is fragrance free. So it literally dries down exactly the same as water blend. It gives my skin the same look as the water blend does. And it does not have any claims about it being long wearing. I have actually worn this for up to 8 hours and it did hold up really well. But it's not going to be like industrial strength foundation. It's definitely one of those that can be over applied. To me, this is best worn as like a very easy breezy foundation. This is going to be a second drop. So I'm just going to do 2 drops. I like this to be applied very, very minimalistically for me. This is not going to be something that's going to cover up hyperpigmentation. Severe hyperpigmentation is going to have a little bit of a blurring effect to it. But overall, you know, it's not something that really can be built up. It has a tendency to kind of, just like the Makeup Forever water blend, has a tendency to kind of coagulate and build up on itself. Let me scoot you in so you guys can really see. All right, in close, we are in close. So this is kind of the first pass on what this foundation looks like. I do have a tendency with this one to take it just a little bit closer under the eyes than I normally would a regular foundation, and it is because it's so light in texture. It just really glides on the skin. So I kind of bring it up into here. But this is how I like it. This is, and I do not add any more except for maybe just a touch right here where I have redness. But again, like I said, this foundation really needs to be worn in a light fashion. So this is where we are. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back into natural light. And just so you know, I don't set this foundation at all. It does not need it. It self-sets itself. It's just a really beautiful, you know, foundation for pretty much any skin type, which I absolutely love, because oily could absolutely use this because it doesn't really have like a tremendous amount of glow to it. I mean, it's gorgeous. It looks kind of luminous, but it really will conform itself to whatever skincare you put on underneath it. So let me go finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, love, so I am back and everything is on. I have no powder on at all. And the glow is literally from my skincare. The foundation itself is not a glowy foundation. I just wanna kind of like really preface that. Yes, it is hydrating and really great for the skin, but it is a water-based foundation. So it is super, super thin. So if you want to use a powder, you are more than welcome to. It reacts great with powders. I have powdered it before because I just wanted to see what it, you know, how it worked. I've paired it with the Well People powder. It looks fantastic with it. If you are more oily, I probably suggest no primer probably needed, but just a little bit of powder would probably be the best. But this is what the skin looks like. Look how pretty it is. Huge, huge, huge fan. The forehead looks really nice. Again, this is going to be one of those minimalistic, light wearing foundations. It's probably one of the cleanest that I have ever found to make a great dupe for one of my more expensive and one of my more, you know, not so clean favorite foundations. Also, like I said, this is not claiming to be the longest wearing foundation. There's no kind of toxic chemicals to really promote longevity. But again, it does wear really beautifully for, again, like I said, 8 hours. But you could tell that it was starting to come off of my nose. You guys will see. We're going to give this a little bit of a wear test. But where it, kind of the sweet spot is at about hour 5, it still looks really good and then starts to degrade after that. But I want to show you what it looks like at about hour 5 so you can see what I'm talking about. Again, no powder for my more normal to, you know, dry, dehydrated skin types. You won't need it. It is just fantastic and makes skin look so beautiful. So I'll be back in a little while. Hey loves, we are 4 hours later and this is what it's looking like. Yes, it is glowy. I get some comments sometime that people are like, oh, your face looks greasy. To me, I really love glowy skin, and I really can't get away from it because I use skincare that makes my skin very hydrated. So for me, my personal taste, this is okay for me. But if you don't like to be this glowy, please start out with a little bit of a setting powder, you know, on the skin when you first start out, and you might want to touch it up. But this is what it looks like 4 hours later. It looks gorgeous. It definitely, the one thing I didn't say last time is that it does transfer a little bit. The Makeup Forever one doesn't transfer at very much, but again, it has many more chemicals in it to make it not do that. So it's going to be a personal choice up to you. If you want something more natural, you're going to have a balance between what is acceptable to you and what isn't. But for me, I love it. I think it looks really great. It feels very lightweight on the skin. And again, if you want to touch up, because maybe this might be a little glowy for you, you know, feel free to touch up with a little bit of powder, but I haven't. By the way, if you're wondering what this lip is, it's Leche from Bite Beauty. Such a great product. And my eyes is by Stila. It's one of those liquid eyeshadows, and I'll list it below. And of course, Hourglass on the cheeks. But I want to give you a couple more hours of wear so you can see this. But I did want you to see it in natural light one more time, so you can really get the full gist of it. And here we are. Oh, it looks like I have lipstick all up here on my face. Must have touched my face. But here we are. Yep. And my eyebrows are the NYX eyebrow pencil. It's really great. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Hey love, so here we are at about 8.5 hours total wear of this foundation, and you can see that it's starting to kind of come off on my nose, and it is definitely getting a lot dewier, but overall, it looks really good. I've done a lot, put my daughter down, all of these things, and it just kind of wears off naturally, in my opinion. It doesn't like come off in patches. It doesn't look weird when it comes off. Overall, this foundation is really awesome. I love the ingredients. I love what, you know, the company stands for, and I just love how it looks on the skin. I would really like to know if you guys have heard of this foundation, if you have tried it. In my opinion, it is one of the best dupes I can find for, you know, Makeup Forever's Water Blend Foundation, and I'm just really excited to be bringing it to you because I've really been gravitating towards it for the past couple of weeks. So I hope you all are enjoying a green, clean, healthy week. I will see you all on Sunday for a really fun video all about new products that are out and some updates that you guys have asked me for. So thank you again, and I will talk to you soon. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, loves.